Hi, Virgo. A little smudge to clear the negative energies. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Virgo. If you have Virgo anywhere in your birth chart, please know that this reading is for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Virgo. What would you like Virgo to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout for this reading. This top row here is your work life, your professional life, your public life, the energy that is surrounding you in your public life. And then the second row here is your home life, your private life, your personal life, and the energy surrounding you there. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Virgo. What would we like Virgo to know or to be aware of during this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Virgo. And when we look at this final row here, Virgo, we are looking at final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. What is it that Spirit would like you to know or to be aware of? And many times this final row will bring in the rest of your reading. And many times during this final row, things may start to come into clarities. Things might really start to make sense and things really start to come together. The foundation, the basis of your reading this week, Virgo, is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands really speaks to mastering our passion, mastering our fire, using our passions, using our desires to achieve. And that is a lot of fire. That is driven by the Four of Wands. The breaking free, the change of environment, changing our environment can help us or will help us achieve our desires. A lot of achievement, a lot of desire, a lot of fire here for you, Virgo. And we start off your reading with the Devil card. The Devil card in tarot can represent the sign of Capricorn. I don't know if maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn in your public life, or if you're dealing with somebody that is very result driven, very materialistic, or someone that is tied to the tangible. Tied to the tangible, but there's something here that you are not seeing. Something here that you are not seeing. If we look closer at the Eight of Swords, we see someone that is in the mud. While they don't look stuck, and they may look trapped, they actually are not stuck. They're actually not trapped. And if you can see, they're binds and their blindfolds are very loose. They could very easily escape. They could very easily change this situation. And then we have the Three of Swords, heartbreak, disappointment. And I love that we have the Ace of Pentacles right here in your public life, in your work life. And the Ace of Pentacles speaks to a financial gift, a tangible gift. I think that You may not see this coming, but plans are lining up. Things are lining up that are indicating international travel or international business deals. And I think that this travel is going to align you with being able to include personal pleasure or give you enough time, I don't know, give you enough time to sightsee, give you enough time to shop. But there is a trip or travel that is coming to you in your person or in your professional life, in your public life, that is a real surprise, that's going to allow you to incorporate pleasure into this trip, or you will enjoy this trip immensely. And that is followed by the Knight of Swords. I like, it's been a while, but only fools rush in. I like to call this only fools rush in, ready to take action, ready for change, ready to weather the storm. The Ace of Swords, the gift of knowledge, the gift of wisdom, the gift of understanding, the gift of words. The Emperor card. Nothing. Some people might like to think that things are set in stone, but nothing set in stone cannot, or anything set in stone can be changed. It may be written in stone, but stones can often break. Looking towards the future. There has been arguments. There has been disagreements. There has been harsh words spoken. This time, this harsh word, this argument is coming to an end. You have learned something. This argument is coming to an end because you have learned something. You have reached a decision. You have reached the conclusion that was always destined to happen. This was destined to happen. And now that this event has happened, now that these words have been spoken, you have reached this point of wisdom, you have reached this point of understanding. You can move forward, you can move into the future. You can move into the future with peace. You can move into the future with understanding. You can break free of the prison walls, or you can break free of perceived prison walls, of what was keeping you back, what was holding you captive. And that is followed by the Seven of Swords, being guarded, being protective of ourselves. And we have two guarded, two being protective, finding protection, finding balance. And then that is followed by the Page of Swords, looking back, and the Ultimate Victory card. I think, Virgo, it is time to resolve painful relationships and painful patterns And limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. I think up until this point, it's been our beliefs that has been holding us back. It's our beliefs, our limiting beliefs, that has been causing us pain and causing us discomfort. And it's time to push those limiting beliefs aside and move to higher grounds, or to move towards enlightenment. Move towards enlightenment, move towards higher ground, move towards a higher understanding. I think that these words that have been spoken and this new understanding that you have reached really does have to deal with accepting others for who they are and where they're at. We cannot change others. The only thing or person that we can change is ourselves. And your values have been challenged, and you have been open to evaluating and looking at your values and realigning with your new values. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. You have a blessed week.